Literally been working on Megan's Story 7 Part 2 since yesterday, and there's gonna end up being a Part 3. I can't wrap all of what her disabilities were into less than 3 because God bless y'all for watching these videos that are up to 10 minutes long, but I can't expect you to watch a documentary. I just had a grief moment. I just want to share it with you. Hi. So when y'all look at this, what you're probably seeing is a decorative Kleenex box, a box, the bottom, and some scraps on the floor, right? Well, let me tell you what this really is. This is proof of my Megan's obsession with paper. She loved paper. She loved to tear it. She loved to shove it everywhere. Unfortunately, sometimes that meant she would steal paper. And unfortunately, sometimes that was your car registration and vehicle tags. Yeah. There were plenty of moments where Megan took things that it sucked. I was able to bring her up to North Dakota to visit twice. And both times, she had a particular chair she sat in, and on the end table next to that chair, I had this box with tissue in it. And I knew she was stuffing paper in the tissue box, okay? I knew it, but I just didn't fight her on everything like I've told you before. Watching movies all the time because it brought her such joy when she had to do all these other things that she didn't want to, but she had to, and she couldn't do all the things she did want to. So it didn't bother me that she tore paper up and shoved it everywhere. Well, okay. It was not the end of the world to me. Sometimes it got annoying, sometimes it got messy, but for the most part, it just was not something worth fighting over. Well, I just used the last Kleenex out of this, and so I opened the bottom, and these tiny pieces of paper fell out, and the dog hair that's fresh from the new dog. These little papers fell out. And then I realized, watch. Did I get it all? I think I got it all. This is paper that my Megan shredded. She would tear it into little pieces. She would shove it in her baby doll's clothes. She would shove it in Kleenex boxes. She would shove it in bags. She would shove it everywhere. And as probably ridiculous as this sounds, I know that her fingers, her hands touched every piece of this. So yeah, it's going in some resin. Megan memory, we're gonna call this 8. I just had one little addition to memory number 8. Everybody that knew Megan knew about her paper obsession and tearing it. Of course, at funerals you have pamphlets, brochures, I don't know what they're called. I think pamphlets maybe. You wanna see hers? This is one of her senior pictures that her older sister took. My Katie's a beautiful photographer. And then I just put some of those silly pictures together, and this is the Lord's Prayer because she could say that word for word. Not everybody understood it, but she could say it. Ending memory I want to leave you guys with is my children, anyone who was close to Megan and knew her paper story, anyone who wanted to. I had said they could, put the paper in there with her. And then it occurred to me and my girls, my son was never able to go up to the casket, which is okay. So my girls and I, including my 6th kid, who's not really mine, but I love her like my own, we took these and we tore them like Megan would have. We shredded them and we laid them on her hands. And I think some people probably thought that was a waste or we were being ridiculous, but I don't care.